Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. So today is Friday, the 11th of September, and I'm coming live with Tasha's top tips. And today I want to talk about fixed mindset and the opposite to that, which is growth mindset. So if you're jumping on and watching this live, give me a hello. I'd love to see everybody that is on. And of course, if you're watching this on the replay, do put into the chat box hashtag replay. I just want to triple check that this is going live. Yes, I can see people on and watching. Give me hello. I want to see exactly who you are. Let's just double check. Yes, I can see myself. We're live. Perfecto. Hello, my beauties, and happy Friday. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Friday. It's Friday day. It's Friday day. It's Friday day. I normally sing that Friday night to my husband. It's Friday night. It's Friday night. So let's talk fixed mindset. And this is something that I spoke about actually in my email today out to my audience because it's extremely important. And I will be the first to put my hands up and say I had a total fixed mindset. But did I know it? No. If someone would have said to me years ago, I think you've got a fixed mindset, I would have been very offended. I totally would have come from a place of ego and gone, actually, no, I don't. I wouldn't have known what the opposite was, but I would have, no, I don't have a fixed mindset. But it's only really until you start to open up to the whole world of mindset work, because it's a big, wide world, let me tell you. And you've got to understand and give yourself some compassion here, because I certainly did, that I thought thoughts for so long, I believed those thoughts, okay? So think about this. You think a thought, that then becomes a word because of your self-talk. So if it's positive, it'll be positive. If it's negative, it'll be negative. That, from that self-talk, creates an emotion, which creates an action. So just from that one tiny thought, which let's say in this instance with me having a fixed mindset was totally negative, I'm going to speak negatively. I'm going to be like, you can't do that, Tash. There's no way you'd be able to achieve that. Who do you think you are? Those kind of things only happen to those kind of people, not you, girl. Get back in your box. That would then make me feel crap. It wouldn't give me confidence. It wouldn't give me that boost that I would need to be like, actually, I can achieve anything I want to. Nah, it wouldn't give me any of that. So then what happens? I react in that way. I actually provides me with an action, which will obviously be negative. And what happens is, you've got to think about, I am 35, so I have 35 years, obviously from when I started my mindset work. You deduct off that time, but let's say whatever age you are and you've never done any mindset work, or you've done a little bit, that you have that many years of programming, of somebody saying to you every single day the same thing. So if someone was to say to you every single day, you are fat, you are fat, you are fat, okay? Every single day, all day, every day, anything that you were eating or you were drinking or looking in the mirror or walking down the road or driving your car or going to work or playing with the kids or whatever, you kept hearing you're fat, you're fat, you're fat, you're fat, you're fat. And let's say you were no means fat, okay? What do you think would happen? Well, of course, you're going to believe it. You have programmed your mind for so long now, it actually doesn't know the difference between fact and fiction. It won't go, no, you're not fat, because this is the evidence to supply for this. No, it will go, you've been telling me this for so long, this must be true. So think about your money stories. Money doesn't grow on trees. You have to work hard for your money. The rich are greedy. All of those things that had been programmed from a young age, because maybe your parents was programmed that, their parents, it goes on generations. It's not your mum and dad's fault. It's, it goes along. You're going to be growing up with that mindset, with that fixed mindset that I'm capped, this is all I can earn. I'm never going to be rich. I'm never going to be able to afford those things those people do. Those people, putting yourself on a whole different box compared to those. That's a fixed mindset. And I wrote down some notes that I want to talk about, which is what you may be thinking, I don't think I do have a fixed mindset. Okay, so I'm here to be your coach and give you that gentle kick up the ass and say, these are some traits of a fixed mindset. And then I'm going to tell you about growth mindset. And the reason I can speak so openly about this and with tough love is because it's exactly what I needed. I did not realize my way of thinking was not the correct way of thinking. It wasn't serving me. Why? Because it was the only way I knew. It was my thoughts. So I thought, because you think the same thoughts for so long, you think they're true, and it's absolutely rubbish, absolutely rubbish. And I love, if you haven't watched The Secret, it's something you need to absolutely watch. If you don't want to watch it, you can buy the book and read it. Or actually, on that point, I am actually doing a free challenge, Reset Your Mindset, which I'm going to be talking about at the end of this video. But you can actually win some of the Secret books. So maybe wait for that and see if you're one of the winners for free, okay? But I'll come to that at the end of this video. I thought the same thoughts for so long, I didn't actually know there was any way else to think about it. I was oblivious to it, absolutely oblivious. So this is why I'm going to tell you some of the fixed mindsets. So, let excuses get in the way. That was me. Let other people's opinions cloud their judgment. That was me. Uses the word realistic all of the time. That was me. I used to love that word, but it's not realistic. Doesn't invest in themselves. That was me. I would totally spend X amount on a designer bag, but I would second guess the fact of working with a coach. That was me, and I'm not ashamed to say it, but that is how I felt. I felt, well, this is something tangible. If I buy this is actually something that I can hold, and yes, it's X amount of money, but it's something I can have forever. Whereas if I invest in working with a coach or doing some of this mindset stuff, like what if it doesn't work out? It's going to be a waste of money. That's a fixed mindset. And creates excuses rather than results. That was me. I would give every excuse why not rather than actually finding solutions. Lets fear take over. Yep. Doesn't take action. Yep, that was me. Blames outward sources rather than doing the work on themselves. Oh my gosh, that was me. My back, my money situation, how unfair life was, that took away my dancing career, singing career, modeling, the agency, all of that. Life was really, really unfair to me, and how dare life treat me like this? Excuse me. That's a fixed mindset. It's so easy to blame an outward source. If something doesn't work, say for example, we're going to the gym, we want to say, it's that personal trainer, it's the gym, I can't afford that price, whatever it is, okay? Rather than taking that responsibility myself, because it's tough to take responsibility. If something goes wrong, it's a lot easier to outward the blame and go, it's because of you didn't do this, you didn't take action, you didn't do what you said you were going to do, rather than looking inwards and going, actually, I've been pretty damn lazy and I haven't gone to the gym. And the reason I haven't got results is because, yes, I'm having a personal training session, but then I'm coming back and having McDonald's, for example, right? So it's very easy to blame outwards, and that's a fixed mindset because it was everybody else's fault apart from my own. Poor me, pity party tash. I had to deal with generating disc disease since the age of 18. Like, I had to take morphine. I had to literally drag myself out of bed. I had to go to a modelling job even though I was crying on the tube in London because I needed the money. I had, got signed to a record deal and that got taken away from me. I got, my dancing career was kicking off and I got offered a free placement on a scholarship, which is worth £40,000 a year. That was really unfair because that got taken away from me. Like, that was my mindset. That's all fixed because I wasn't seen outside my little bubble, my box. I felt so much more comfortable being in the blame game of everybody else, and poor me and the pity party Tash was having. I felt so comfy there, struggling for money. That was comfort. I knew how to do that. What I didn't know was the growth mindset, that there was so much out there that was achievable. And anybody that said, think it and you can get it, I'd be like, that is a load of rubbish. That's what I thought. Or if someone said, I make X amount of money and it's really easy, I'd be like, that's rubbish because you've got to work hard for your money. Like that, I would just poo-poo their ideas and be like, no, that's not how it works. Because I was so conditioned. I was so my fixed mindset. Whereas as soon as I invested in myself and started, and I don't mean just financially, I mean in time, I mean in energy, in spirit, in physicality, I mean in all of that. It takes a brave person to stand up and go, I need to take some action here. I need to start reading books. I need to start speaking to more positive people, or people that believe in this mindset stuff. Like, it was all a bit woo-woo, like mindset, like what? Like, it was all just alien to me. Now it's like I live, eat and breathe it. I can't even, it's very hard to go back to life before life it is today, if that makes sense. It's so hard to kind of look back and think, my gosh, I was just a different person, like a totally different person. So that's why I'm so passionate and saying, if I can change, anyone can change. So now let's talk about growth mindset, because we spoke about the negative side of it and the fixed mindset. But I totally want to now start speaking about the growth mindset. And let me say to this now, if you are resonating with some of these fixed mindsets and you're like, oh my gosh, Tash, that's me, like, and your hand's going up with me, it's okay, girl, okay? Know that it is okay, because I was there. And if I've gone from a negative Nelly to a positive Polly, that's actually a mindset and business coach for a living now, and literally obsessed and practice what I preach, then anybody can change, okay? Anybody can. So incredibly true, yeah. And Natasha, this is making so much sense. Good. I'm so glad it is. I'm so glad that it's landing with you and it makes you go, oh my gosh, yeah. Because I had this massive wake-up call as well. And it is my mission in life to change as many mindsets as I possibly can. Like, that is my mission in life. That was what I was born to be on this world for. So let's go. Growth mindset. Open to change, which can be quite scary. Open to change. Dreams big. Yes. Not influenced by any other negative people's opinions. Invests in themselves. Remember what I was saying about physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, emotionally. You invest that time, that energy in that capacity because you want to change. Loves to learn. Someone that's like open to change and wants to learn and excited at the chance, even if it's the smallest chance, of being able to change the way they think. Because let me tell you this, and you may think this is a bold statement, but it's true. Every single person on this world can change their mindset. Every single person. There isn't one person that's excluding this. There isn't a person that goes, oh, okay, no, you can't change your mindset because of it. No, it's rubbish. And if you're telling yourself, I cannot change my mindset, then you're in that fixed mindset because you want to keep yourself comfortable. You want to believe that this world of changing your mindset and changing your life is a load of rubbish, but it's not. Because I was just a normal girl that decided that enough was enough and I need to change my mindset. And from changing my mindset, changed my life. It sounds like such a cliche kind of thing to say, and I know it sounds a bit like I know I get it, but I truly and utterly mean it. The moment I decided to work on my mindset, my life changed. And one thing I always, it's giving me shivers, one thing I always talk about with my clients is I didn't wake up one day and my bank account went from being minus into an overdrawn to having X amount of thousands of pounds in it, okay? That didn't just happen overnight. And then I was like, oh, now I've got money. Now I've got a mindset. Yeah, got it now. Just had to wait for the money. No, you have to work on your mindset first, which attracts that money. Does that make sense? Give me a yes in the chat box if you're like, oh my gosh, Tash, that makes sense. Because so many people go, I'd be happier if I had money and I didn't have to struggle. I'd be happier if, or when I meet the one, get married, have kids. I'll be happier when I'm in that Porsche. I'll be happier when I bought the mansion. I'll be happy. No. Happiness isn't a destination. It isn't a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, a designer bag, a pair of Louboutins, a pair of designer glasses, a luxury holiday. Like, this isn't happiness. Okay, that's not inward happiness. That will not, those things will not, still not make you happy. I have clients that I work with that make thousands of pounds a day, that drive a Lamborghini, that have the most beautiful mansion in London, for example. But they're coming to me because they want to work on their mindset. And that is just proof in the pudding that the money doesn't make you happy. You've got to work on yourself. This is what makes you happy, not this. Now, these things, of course, brings you joy. I love, for example, being able to go and travel with my family, or go and go out for dinner and not have to worry about how much it's going to cost me. I love my car. I love my house. Of course, I love all these things. They bring extra joy, but the happiness comes from inside. These are just added to my joy. If they went in the morning, I'd still be the same old happy Natasha. And that's really key to know that, because so many people say, It's okay that they want to make excuses because this was me. It's okay for you though, Tash, because you've got money. It's okay for you though, Tash, because you've got this, or you've got a successful business, or you blah 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 blah. That's all I hear, right? That's all I hear when someone says that. Why? Because that is exactly how I used to think. I used to think it's okay for them. Of course, they can be happy in their mansion in LA when they've got millions of pounds in the bank, but that's not the case. Because you've got to do the inner work first before you can even think about the other things that come to it. So it's when I worked on my actual mindset, that's then which then created that success financially, spiritually, emotionally, physically. Like the life I live now, for me, might not be perfect to anyone else. For me, it's absolutely perfect. It brings me so much happiness and joy, and it's more about the smaller things. But I'll go into that a lot detail at another point. Abby, yes, seriously, I'm so excited for our business intensive call next week. Yeah, me too, girl. I cannot wait. Yes, this does. I feel like I'm fixed on certain points and growth and mindset on others. Love your honesty, Siobhan. Thank you so much for sharing that. Then what we need to do is work on getting that growth all even, all on all areas in your life. So let me just go back to more of the growth ones. Is gets excited to learn from others who have achieved what you want. Love that. There's nothing better for me as getting into the mind of somebody that is either really spiritual or really like into mindset or really successful in business. Like I just love picking at their brains and thinking, how does that work? Like tell me, teach me. I want to immerse myself. I want to know it all. I love it. There's nothing better I love. Believes in solutions rather than excuses, because we can all have excuses. Every single thing we can have excuses for. I'm tired, I don't have the energy, I don't have the money, I'm not good enough, I'm too fat, I'm too thin, I'm too ugly, I'm too blonde, I'm too brunette, I'm not educated enough, who would work with me, I'm not good enough as a mum, I'm not good enough as a partner. Like we can have every excuse under the sun. Instead, we need to actually look for the solutions which are going to get us to where we want to get to. And the most important thing is someone that's an action taker. That's a growth mindset, because you believe by jumping on, even you guys, everyone now, right now that watching me live, you've invested spending this 18 minutes with me to hear what I've got to say, because you are eager to wanting to learn how to go from that fixed mindset, if that's where you are, whether you're fully fixed or you're in that growth pattern, coming into the growth. You've invested this time to sit on this live, right? So high five to you for that, because you could have made excuses. It's Friday morning. You know, anyone that's at work or with the kids and you come back and you watch this on the replay, high five to you, because you could say, I'm too busy, I don't have 18 minutes, Tash, you know, oh, I'm not interested in this. Like you can make so many excuses, but you don't. So recognize that first and foremost. Every single person that's commenting on here and watching live, well done to you. So the reason why I'm obviously so passionate about this is because it comes from my own experience. I know it works. I know mindset works because it worked for my life. It's working for my clients' lives. You know, I serve over 250 clients, you know, in my capacity, in my business, right? Now, for me to be able to do that, I need to make sure I practice what I preach. Imagine me jumping on live and I'm a negative Nelly. I'm like, oh God. And I'm real. I tell you times I jump on and I tell you, right, I didn't sleep last night. You know, or last night, like for example, last night, I got 3 hours sleep. So obviously wake up this morning, I could be like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I haven't got the energy. But instead, no, I'm like, not making excuses. That's all absolute BS. I decide how I feel today, and I'm going to do the things this morning to serve me, which is going to make me show up and full of energy. And this is me. Like I don't jump on live and go, right, got to fake the energy. I'm like, this is me. I cultivate this energy. And that's all to do with mindset. How can you start to change your mindset if you have no confidence or self-esteem? Amazing question. And then this leads me on perfectly to my free challenge. I'm doing a free 7-day reset your mindset live event. I've done challenges before, but this is going to be something completely different. It's going to have snippets of what I do in my reset your mindset that work really well, but I've completely upped the level. It's free. I'm going to be doing it live on here. I'll leave the link in the chat box for you to sign up, because you need to make sure that you sign up to actually be a part of it all. I've got workbooks, there's social media posts, there's everything that's going to be included for you. Guys, it's going to be so good. And you know, 7 days, you commit to 7 days to join the lives. They're going to be 7:30 each night apart from Saturday, which is going to be at 11 a.m. because it's something extra special, which I'm not going to tell you just yet. And it literally is a game changer, an absolute game changer. If you speak to anybody that's done any of my challenges before, they will be like, oh my gosh, Tat, I can't believe how much I changed just from day 1, day 2, day 3, get to day 7. They're like, oh my gosh, it's a game changer. And I don't say that lightly. Like, I know that's a massive statement to put out there, and I don't want to put myself on a pedestal. And then you do the 7 days and you're like, oh, that wasn't great. I'm truly confident that you're going to freaking love it. So that is where you start, my lovely. I'm going to be teaching you about money mindset, self-talk, self-love, law of attraction, your actual mindset blueprint. Oh my gosh, it's going to be epic. I remember watching you quite some time back. I bought Law of Attraction, The Secret. I could not put the book down, and my mindset has totally changed to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've never looked back, and I have a great mindset. Yes, Jane! Freaking love that. There you go. Proof's in the pudding. You invest your time, you invest your money in working on yourself. It works. It happens. It does. This stuff freaking works. So I'm so excited. So it's going to be kicking off on the at the end of this month, which is 20. Let me just triple check so I don't have baby brain. Yes, I was right. The 28th. The 28th of this month is going to be kicking off. I will leave the link below. It's free to join. So what are you waiting for? Just do the free challenge, the 7 days with me, and see what results you can get. It's going to be freaking epic. It's true, it blew my mind on day 1. I'm a new woman on day 4. I can't wait for this one. Yes, Laura! Woo! I need as much help as possible. Well, Jules, you're in the right place, my lovely. Tasha's 7-day challenge changed my life. Mwah, Amy, you absolute sweetheart. Guys, honestly, it's going to be so epic, and I've really spent the whole of last month ramping it up, seeing what I can do different. Like, I don't like to just do the normal challenges and masterclasses that, that everybody else does. I want to make it different because I'm different. I've got to bring my personality and my flavour and my flow into it, and it's going to be full of fun and music and exercises, and really, I want to be showing you and not just preaching to you for the 7 days. I want to show you that you can change your mindset. You absolutely freaking can. So, will the lives be recorded just because I work Monday, Tuesday nights? Yes, they will, my lovely. You can watch them all on replays. That's why you must sign up with a link, because then all the replays will get sent to you straight to your inbox. So, all organised. I'm now a coach and a hypnotist practitioner, and launched my own online course, Don't Hesitate. Yes, Amy, exactly. Change your mindset, you change your life. Like, seriously, cliche as it sounds, it's the truth. So, I'll leave the link below for you to join up. Peace out, guys. Have a great Friday. Bye-bye.